And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Whew, I hope you enjoyed that lovely Brutal OST. As we returned here with our semi-finals. Just wrapped up the quarterfinals, and now we have our top four players of the Galaxy Open Cup. We have herO, Krystianer, Classic, and Percival. We have 3 Protoss, we have 1 Terran. Unfortunately, no Zergs here tonight, but tomorrow. Maybe. It'll be fine. So now we have our PvP. Again, we just featured herO taking down the Rebellion. We just featured Krystianer taking down ryung, and now they face off against each other. As we're jumping into game 1. Game 1 is going to be on Maganatha. Let's go. Here we go. Now, in the previous PvP, it was honestly a pretty fast one. herO versus Rebellion lasted like 10 minutes. It was a very, very short matchup. We'll see if this can go any longer as we're jumping into our best of 3. And this morning, in the top left-hand corner of Maganatha, we have the South Korean Protoss player. We have the red Protoss representing Twisted Minds. It is herO. And spawning in the bottom right hand corner, we have the Polish Protoss player. We have the blue Protoss representing outside Esports. It is Krystianer. We go as we are jumping into our initial PvP, and again, Krystianer is doing quite well for himself, and I would say that his PvP has been looking quite terrifying, especially even watching him against Mana. Like, Krystianer versus Mana has been a very interesting rivalry between the two players. They've been playing so often as of late, and we have seen Krystianer do a great job at punishing the greed of Mana, or even, just punishing his greed or excelling in the mid game. But we'll see how he handles against a more aggressive player, which is where herO typically thrives in this matchup. Probes are being sent out, and we'll see how our players do open up. Just catching up after ryung so Clem. I always believe he has a chance. For sure. I mean, I would say that ryung, he has some of the best TVT in the world. He has some of the best TVT, if not the best TVT in the world. That's where ryung really excels, 100%. The other matchups a little bit less so. But Krystianer had just a really solid defense against ryung's play. Oh, meanwhile, shout out to Gross Pape in the chat. God, amiga, thanks so much for subscribing with Twitch Prime for 3 months. Thank you so much for the support. Hope you have a great time. Hope you enjoy the content. Hope you enjoy the casting. Hope you enjoy the StarCraft. Thank you so much. Do appreciate it. As we're getting to our PvP so far, double gate opener here out of Krystianer, 2 gate opener out of herO as well. No proxy, no shenanigans, no setup in the center of the map. Likewise, second pylon in the main base of Krystianer, second pylon in the main for herO, so no proxies, nothing too crazy, nothing too wild. We're settling in. A double adept opener here out of herO. Meanwhile, we have a Sentry expand. Okay, I was gonna say Sentry expand, Sentry Stalker into eventually an expansion. As herO's in position to delay. herO's going to be the aggressor, of course. With double adept, he's going to be zooming across the map to get some economic damage. Krystianer going for a more standard, safe opener with some scouting information. As the probe is going to be chased down, Krystianer can now expand. Meanwhile, before the expansion, herO going for, so I mean, there is a pylon block, so herO does go for the Stargate before Nexus. Adepts, they ignore the pylon, there's a cancellation, and Adepts are moving out across the map. Krystianer does keep a probe hidden. herO will expand. So Krystianer, herO's moving in. Krystianer, he is in position. He is barely in position, and he doesn't quite pull off. I was gonna say he doesn't quite have enough for a pylon, so with that, they do bust in, and probes are gonna be going down again. Just a brutal timing there. He barely didn't have enough money, didn't have the minerals for it, and without 4 probes, that's brutal. like he was doing everything right. He was in position, he had the probe, but alas, no money, no pylon, and instead going across the map. Okay, let's go. The pylon has been thrown down. Oh, that's where the pylon was. True. Unironically, that's where the money was. So Krystianer moves out. As he moves out, the Oracle's moving in. Now, unfortunately, Krystianer, even though he did open up with the Sentry, did scout the tech, did scout the initial opener, and he is ready. Ooh, okay, is ready in time. Oracle breaks in. Krystianer is in position. Will deflect. And this early on, when you have this many sentries, you can excel, right? You can excel, you can lock down the army. Remember, there's no blink, there's no prism. Krystianer hoping to bait out the army here of herO. Does hallucinate, warps in another round. It's go time. And we'll see if Krystianer can break the natural. Oracle gets a probe. Krystianer's moving in. And he will catch out the army. It takes out the sentry. Sentry does go down. Meanwhile, hallucination does tank some shots. Nice control. Krystianer trading well. Boys are being pulled. Stalker goes down. Gets a Stalker. Still waiting for some force fields. Does take down a lot of workers here. Going to be getting 5-6 probes. He's been cleaned up. Yeah, it's being cleaned up. He'll lose all the sentries. 8 probes go down. The Immortal is almost out. Here he just has to buy a little bit more time. As that's going to be 10 worker kills. Now what's crazy is that does get a lot of worker kills. That's a lot of damage. True, but Krystianer, he is up by 2. He's up by 2 workers, so doesn't have the biggest lead. The Oracle is still active. The Oracle did get some counter damage. The Oracle got 5 probe kills. Oh, the Immortal breaks out. Yeah, the Immortal breaks out. And Hero defends. Here he does defend. Does catch the Adepts. Oh, catches both of them even. Just barely. At the same time, Stalkers, they bypass the main army. Krystianer getting a little bit, dangerous here with his army. Does recall back home. A little bit messy. That's what I was looking for. A little bit chaotic. Takes down the workers. Hero, I mean, he's down to 22. He's committed. He's moving out. And here he does have the War Prism. He's going all in. At this point, he's going all in. Again, no saturation here at the natural. He's not making probes. It's all or nothing. Krystianer, can he hold? Can he survive? Krystianer, he's up in Stalkers. He doesn't have the Immortal, of course. That's going to be a big advantage for Hero. 2 Stalkers are busy in the main. And they do kill the Oracle. Okay. Oracle goes down. Not bad. Meanwhile, does try to force field, does lock down the army. Yeah, so much wasted DPS here for Hero. And Krystianer, he's holding. He's holding on. Now, Hero didn't really lose much here when it came to those force fields. That's the one concern I have, is that this army is still quite massive. And Hero is forcing his way forward. It does catch out 2 Stalkers, 3 Stalkers even. 3 Stalkers going down. Blink is on the way, but it's not going to be a factor here. And Blink is just too little too late. No defensive robo. Boys are being pulled. But here he has far too much. He goes for another warp in. And GG gets called. And Hero, he breaks the natural. And Hero takes game number 1. Whew, GG. An impressive game there by Hero, but shout out to Krystianer. Krystianer, he was able to kind of drag Hero down into the mud with him. Like, very aggressive play, able to cripple the economy, kill workers. Like, that wasn't bad play from Krystianer. Unfortunately, he was going for a Twilight Council Blink follow-up, not Robo into Safety Immortal, so it meant that it took him a little bit too long to actually have that tech payoff, as Blink never finished. It never finished. The game ended too quickly. It was a non-factor, and he got caught out. Did get caught out. Likewise, the initial force fields are a little bit lackluster. If you recall, I was talking about how they were zoning back the army. True, but they only caught 1 adept. Like, they didn't really catch many units, which ideally you do want to cut the army in half and deal with it a portion at a time. GG. GG, well played. With that, Hero does take a lead, and now we're jumping to game number 2. Going to be loading into Persephone. Let's go. Jumping into game 2. And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Persephone, we have the red Protoss player, the South Korean Protoss representing Twisted Minds, leading the series 1-0. It is Hero. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Persephone, we have his opponent. We have the Polish Protoss player, the blue Protoss representing Offside Esports. It is Krystianer. Go. So PvP does continue. And we'll see where our players do take us. Let's see. As Krystianer does move out across the map. Last game we had relatively standard openers at least. Krystianer eventually forced the all-in out of herO. Meanwhile, 2-gate opener out of herO. Likewise, 2-gate opener out of Krystianer. No one is being greedy, no one is cutting corners. So far, everything's looking as it should. So far. We're going to be thrown down. And we're just looking for the second pylon here, which is going to be placed for herO and for Krystianer. herO, I believe, didn't even scout yet. He doesn't even check. So 0 scouting at a herO, which is risky, but this technically means that herO has a greater economic start. It means that basically we have one probe that's scouting for Krystianer, and that one probe for herO is mining. So herO, he has just a slightly greater economy. Krystianer gets eyes on the pylon, he knows. Ooh, gets locked into the main. And he will have to recall to save the probe, or he will lose it. But again, he will have to, stick around to see the first units of choice. Speaking of, a sentry has arrived. Ooh, and Stalker. Probe goes down. Back at home, Krystianer going to be the first to expand. Oh, Sentry expand. Okay, my apologies, did miss this, but we do see Krystianer does cut some corners. Sentry expand. Basically, he skipped his second unit from the gateways. So Sentry Stalker. Meanwhile, just Sentry into Nexus. So Krystianer has been greedy, and here he has seen nothing. Up until this point, he has no idea what's going on. He's now pushing out. He will see the greed, and here he could respond with aggression himself. And he should respond. There we go, does spot the Nexus. He is now aware. Does see all 3 sentries. Oh! Has to pull away. Has to respect the force fields. Speaking of Krystianer trying to hunt down that Stalker. Additional Stalkers have arrived. Here going for the sentries. Shield barrier does come into play. So Krystianer, he's holding on. Does pull back. Oh, and here he will snipe the sentry. Just barely. Just barely does snipe. Nice pick up. Here is still rallying across the map. More sentries. Oh. Rallying out more sentries. Once again, does force field, does catch another sentry. Hasn't lost anything yet, but it's getting close. The army's getting low. One sentry finally goes down. Stalker as well. Ooh, as here he does snipe the final sentry. In the end, I would say a more effective, more efficient trade here from herO, as he does snipe all 3 sentries. And Krystianer, no shot, he expands from here. Okay, he does! Straight into the 3rd base. Very greedy here from Krystianer. He already went for an economic opener. He already went for a faster Nexus. And that's already prompting herO. herO going to blink, going for his own robo. herO does move out across the map. Let's move out. With this, he gets eyes on the tech. Gets eyes on saturation, and we'll see if he gets eyes on the 3rd. As he's going to be zoned away. He's going to be zoned away. Checks the linear 3rd location. And, oh, does see the workers. Yeah, he does see the workers. He did see the transfer. The long distance mining. So 2 more gates on the way. 4-gate blink. Jesus, very dedicated. 4-gate blink. Prism is on the way. herO is going for it. He's going for a massive push here. 2 base 4-gate blink Stalker. Meanwhile, we have only 2 gateways for Krystianer. So herO, he will have that production advantage. We'll have a massive army lead. We have an extra gateway on the way eventually here for Krystianer. It is coming. Double health. He'll have shield barriers as well, of course. Here comes herO. Gets spotted. Here he is warping in. It does hallucinate the Immortal as well. Speaking of, the army does push forward. Krystianer, I'm sure he's noticed that the Immortal hasn't been doing any damage. And behind this, going for more gateways. Probe's going to be going down. The base taking a lot of damage, taking a lot of hits. And he's going to try to push in, but again, he is down heavily here in the Stalker count. Shield batteries on the way, but it's too late. He's got 4 shield batteries. Yeah, 4 shield batteries in production. Voids are being pulled. And here he annihilates the mineral line. Does need reinforcements. He's running out of Stalkers. Yeah, here is running out. The shield batteries are coming into play. And Krystianer, he's holding. Krystianer is holding with the power of 5 shield. Jesus. 5 shield batteries. Did cost him the mineral line. The mineral line, the base is also very low. Krystianer, he's holding on. He does hold. Behind this, herO goes for his own expansion. He did do enough economic damage where he can catch up. And this forge has finished. We're still waiting for +1. herO dropping into the main. So it up's taking 1-shot probes. Stand out of position. He's racing back over. Losing more workers. And herO, he didn't kill Krystianer, but he did maim him. Did cripple him. Shading to natural. Gets another probe. Another 2 probes even. It's going to be 6 probes going down. And despite the opener, despite the faster natural, despite the faster third base, herO, he's ahead. Here he does have a worker lead. Both players working towards charge. We have the Immortal production out of herO. So here he has clawed his way back into this game, economically at least. And now has that greater army. This time very real Immortals. Not fake. And I do have to favor herO here in a head-on fight. Now, the massive amount of charge shots will help. Zealots do a great job when it comes to tanking Immortal shots, when it comes to just buffering for the army. But herO has his own. No Archons. Oh, I spoke too soon. Archons are on the way. And that is going to be the answer to the charge lots. Yeah, here they come. Here comes the first Archon. Oh. Krystianer tries to dive in. Does focus on the first Immortal. Not bad. One Immortal goes down, the other is looking exposed. Zealot's trying to bust their way through. They get on top of the Immortal. Do you get on top? Oh, nice juggling. herO does save it. The Archon dishing out a lot of splash damage. And Krystianer is running out of Zealots. Does run out. herO juggles back, dives on the Stalkers. And herO looks like he will break through. Takes a little charge, while diving on the main army. More Zealot reinforcements on the way. Again, it was a close hold, but this Archon has just done so much for herO, the Immortal as well. Archon finally goes down. The damage has been done, and GG gets called. And Krystianer is going to be broken, and herO, he will take the series 2-0, advancing on to the finals. GG. GG, well played. Again, just hyper greed here by Krystianer in game number 2. Unfortunately, didn't quite get away with that greed. We saw herO punish. We saw herO push in towards that third base. Unfortunately, the shield barriers were too late. The shield barriers were just a little bit too late there. If you recall, even though Krystianer survived, he lost every probe at the third, so he lost that economic lead that he had worked so hard to achieve. And herO snowballed from there. Game 1 also was quite close as well. Like, in general, like, these were very intense games. Game 1, we had Krystianer. Of course, he was able to also take a lead. He was able to be the aggressor instead. He was able to cripple herO, and he forced herO into the all-in. Unfortunately, Krystianer, he wasn't quite ready for that all-in. Like, he was working towards Blink, and he wasn't quite able to get into it. GG well played. herO does claim the series, but again, some very intense games nonetheless. Some back and forths as herO does advance on to the finals, and he's waiting for the winner of our next matchup. Up next in the lower semis, we have a PvT. So not purely PvPs here tonight. We do have a Protoss vs Terran matchup between Classic and Percival. Oh boy. But un moment, I do need a moment here. So we'll soon jump into Classic and Percival. We'll see you in a couple of seconds.